Hey, I'm Michael Williams, your island chef. Welcome to my kitchen, and as you see, I'm on the go already. What am I making? Some roasted garlic Parmesan polenta. And in the pot already, as you can see, we got a nice brown on our chunks of garlic and our diced or sliced or whatever you call it, onions. So nice big chunks of onion and garlic, nicely browned, and we're ready for our liquid. What do we have here? We've got a half and half mixture, 50-50. 50 water, 50 milk. I got whole milk. So I'm just gonna add this to my pot. Now I roasted the onions and the garlic at medium low, okay? So I'm gonna crank it up a little bit so we can bring this milk up to a boil. Okay, whoa, see? I've been watching this like a hawk because what happens to milk when it boils? It boils over and it's a disaster. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, I encourage you to be at the ready, is I'm gonna turn the heat down to medium or so, medium low again even, where we were at for the onions and the garlic. And I'm going to add in my polenta with a whisk, stirring constantly, so otherwise we're gonna get chunkies that will never get out, okay? So slowly pouring in the polenta, stirring briskly with a whisk. Good. All right, now that the polenta's in there, we can switch back to our wooden spoon, and we're gonna let this go for about 15-20 minutes. You know, once it starts simmering, I'm gonna take it right down to low, minimum. So about 15 minutes or so to let that cornmeal cook, because that's what it is, it's cornmeal. And what we're doing here is we've got a 3-to-1 ratio, okay? 3 parts liquid. I'm just going to assist in the cooling down process here. Because we want it down to minimum, otherwise there's going to be a big mess. So this is how you do it. Just take it off the burner. Don't have the luxury of gas, where you can just turn it down in an instant. So you need to do a bit of juggling. Okay, so 3-to-1 in this scenario, and we're going to end up with some nice hard polenta cakes, which is what the goal is here. All right, so our cornmeal's in. This has already started thickening up. It happens really quick. So I'm gonna season this up now. Some salt, some toasted and ground cumin, okay, and a little bit of paprika. And stir that up. And I'm just gonna, you know, stir this throughout the process every 5 minutes or so. Make sure it's not sticking on the bottom. Make sure everything's cooking evenly. And then 15 minutes down the road, we'll be ready to roll to the next step. All right, we're looking good here, folks. So, you know, through the process, if you want, you can give it a little taste. And the whole purpose of it is just to make it soft and not too gritty. We're trying to get that cornmeal cooked. And we're there now. So I'm going to add in some, about a half to 3/4 of a cup of freshly grated Italian Parmigiano Reggiano, and stir that in until it's nice and evenly distributed. And then here's the next step. I've got my casserole dish here lined with plastic wrap. Okay, and I'm just going to scoop that out. Okay, and so now we're just going to pat this out, flatten it, try and make it as even as possible. That's perfect. I'm going to fire that in the fridge right now. Hour or two later, we're ready to go to the pan. Okay, so as you can see, you know, pretty rustic looking. Doesn't have to be precise. You can cut them square, you can cut them round. Medium heat in the pan. Flash fry them till they're warm and brown. They're ready to go. That is roasted garlic Parmesan polenta. Check it out, countrygrocer.com. It's there for you, along with hundreds of others. Thanks for being with us. See you next time.